So the Arts and Culture Loan Fund program is actually a response to the needs that were expressed by the arts community for different types of support. And so the way that the Arts and Culture Loan Fund program works is it provides opportunities for the participating organizations to engage with a coach or consultant through our partner organization, Fiscal Management Associates, FMA, where they can get to know each other, and in addition to cohort-based and peer learning opportunities.
In that small to mid-size organization, we often see that a lot of folks are wearing a lot of hats, right? So that is one obstacle because plates are just really full.
Encouraging, invigorating, and transformative. The greatest thing about this was demystifying a little bit the things about being a financial manager. For me, being a first-time executive director, there's a lot that's intimidating about being the chief financial officer for your company, and to have an opportunity to take the pressure off and be with a cohort of peers who have similar skill sets to me was really great.
Impactful, accessible, and collaborative. As a stronger institution, we are much better able to serve the community that we're in. We're much better able to operate and have more of an impact because of it.
Comprehensive, informative, and transparent. When I said comprehensive earlier, that's really one of the things that my team and I talked about a lot, is how you were presented information and then you practiced with your peers and you shared with your peers, and then you had homework, and then you had a coach. Between sessions, you could really apply what you learned to the organization in a real impactful way.
Collaborative, engaging, and very resourceful. The coaching sessions were really catered to exactly what we were working on. So they really built on each other to be able to see where we're at and provide us the support that we needed, and then took us to the next stage. And during all of that support that we had, we ended with this fantastic product where we were able to have a tool that did a 5-year analysis of the financial health of the organization from all different angles. In communities of color and nonprofits serving communities of color and nonprofits led by communities of color, oftentimes we don't always get the same opportunities for investors to invest in us. So it really kind of gives nonprofits, arts and culture, particularly in communities of color, that extra boost and support so that you can really invest in building yourself as an organization to then reach more communities.
So I think that the importance of the program is undeniable. I think the value of the arts and culture sector is just baked in so many different ways into everyday life. And so the program itself, the MacArthur Foundation was able to create some type of relief for its existing constituents by expanding eligibility criteria, providing flexible loan terms, providing additional loan capital where needed. And that really just speaks to the strength of partnership between our two organizations.
There's a whole section in the class about LUNA, which is liquid, unrestricted net assets, which during the pandemic were the key to our survival. We were monitoring those sometimes on a weekly basis to see kind of how we were going to get through the next period and what plans we needed to make in order to sustain ourselves when our key business wasn't happening.
The Arts and Culture Loan Fund program is essential for arts institutions here in Chicago in myriad ways. Certainly, the line of credit is something that provides resources to institutions that otherwise may not have access to this kind of a resource, and helps them with their cash management, which is huge for any nonprofit institution. Having that shared language, having that shared ability to be able to speak on best practices and apply them in each department, as well as company-wide, is something that is essential for arts institutions here in Chicago. would encourage any institution who is considering applying for the Arts and Culture Loan Fund to go for it. I think that it's something that will be transformational to your institution. It'll help give you a shared language with other members of your team and a basic understanding of best practices and financial reporting and planning, which is ultimately something that only makes all of our organizations stronger.
You don't have to come with skills. I think a lot of people look at financial training and they think, I don't know where to start. I don't have the skills. It's not my role in the agency. But I think that this particular training, because they're professionals and they've worked in the sector, does cater to people at every level of understanding financial reporting and the basics of budget work.
And so I would say, for folks who are considering it, is that regardless of where you are in the life cycle of the organization, there's a lot that you can benefit from going through the program.
I would probably describe this program as something that every mid-size or small arts organization would need to consider as it contemplates its financial current situation as well as its future state. The program offers tools that assist with strategic management of the organizations. And I do think that in this moment, what it's teaching us is the absolute necessity to really understand what the variables are that are affecting any business enterprise, particularly those affecting the arts.